the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really
Everyone is in their seats here at the Pepsi Center as the Nuggets look to grab a win here in downtown Denver, Colorado. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Boris Diaw. He won't be an option for them.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 spot. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Five to shoot. There's the pick. Denver needs to get off a shot. Here's Lamb. The three-pointer off the mark. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Knocks it loose.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Moutier dishes to Vucevic. Batum against Green. Fareed setting the pick for Batum. Here's Vucevic, and he dunks it down.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
There's a screen. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Vucevic is screen on Leonard. Here's Lamb. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard. And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Over to the left wing. Parker passes to Aldridge. Parker with no one around. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Mudiay kicks to Fareed. Leonard with the steal, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for Lamb. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Now here's Fareed. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Dallas.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Up and in from the low block.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now, here's Mudiay. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
Now, here's Green. After the miss from Vucevic, Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
Lamb dishes to Mudiay. Vucevic setting the pick for Mudiay. Inside, the wide open look here for Vucevic. And it's Denver scoring again.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here's Parker. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. That's tipped. And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Money's checked in for Mudiay. Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
No good from Lamb.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Leonard against Fareed. And the wide open shot from Green. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Murray, guarded by Green. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got his third rebound tonight. Leonard attacking. And it's Green missing.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Down low. Here's Fareed. Here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Mills passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. 6 to shoot. There's the bucket. Good. Simmons got his first points of the game.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Harris kicks to Murray. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. The natural, he's checked in for Denver. B comes in for Nicholas Batum.
Beasley.
Here's the natural, covered by Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing, and it's Denver scoring again.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. And here's Mills for 3, and that one's good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Here's Leonard, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys. He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Now Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And here's Beasley. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Pass to the natural. Now the dish to Murray. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. Murray's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Mills dishes to Gasol. And the pass to Mills. And a miss there on the triple. Denver's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Harris passes to Murray. He kicks to Beasley. On the wing, Harris. Back to Beasley. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Here's the natural. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. Number 1, the Spurs.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons they're successful.
Clark, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they are ranked 3rd in team rebounding as well. I tell you what, everybody on this team goes after the ball on the backboards.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own.
Here's Murray, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Takes a three, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray, the pass to the natural. They set the pick. Plays it up and banks it in.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Murray, covered by Mills. Now Murray. He has 6. Connects from 3-point range. Murray's got 9 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. And Simmons kicks to lead. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. Mills. No good on that last second. And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that. Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. Rejected by Gasol. Over in the corner, Moutier. Tries again. And the layup is good. Moutier's got 5 points so far.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And here is Parker. 6 points for him. Spurs passing it around. Parker double teamed. And here's Green outside. Moutier with the rebound.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Pau Gasol. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Tries to keep it alive. Fareed, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
That drops. That's now 8 points for Vucevic. San Antonio leading. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Fareed. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now. And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Moutier dishes to Batum. Feeds to Vucevic. Kicks the lane. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Denver.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Now, here's Parker. He has 6. Clark kicks to Parker. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Now the feed to Clark. Shot clock at 5. It's Parker with the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Moutier pass to Vucevic. Off on the layup.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And that one's good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Fareed. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Moutier. 5 points in the game. Fareed up top and stolen by Aldridge. Leonard with the ball. He dishes it to Dedmon. Pass to Aldridge. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Moutier after the basket by San Antonio. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Moutier's got it all tied up now for Denver. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain it.
San Antonio calls timeout. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. This is to Leonard. Beasley with the steal. And here's the break. Here's Murray. And the officials call. goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now Leonard. He's got 5. To the inside. Here's Lee. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Denver's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Murray. He's got 11. Beasley the screen. Jokic passes to Harris. And he comes off the screen and skims it through.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here is Harris. 11-point game his last outing, and the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Number 1, the Spurs.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
And he makes both free throws. Nugget shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. Here's Murray, covered by Mills. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good work defensively by Gasol. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Simmons. Excellent D there from Beasley. Denver with the ball. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
Pass to Gasol. A 3-pointer is right on target. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Murray kicks to Harris. Another 3 for Denver.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. And Gasol gets it to go.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harris outside. They set the screen. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Leonard, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. And he jams it with authority.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Now Murray. He's got 11. 4 on the shot clock. Misses off the right iron. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Here's Harris. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The shot misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Simmons dishes to Gasol. From about 16. And so it's a...
Tony, you guys have seemed to be in a good groove lately, taking a broader look.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 12 points and 1 assist.
Vucevic is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Moutier, then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Lamb. He feeds it to Moutier. Outside, Batum. Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Leonard. Moutier passes to Faried, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. The Nuggets trail, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Green with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. The dish to Leonard. Good. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Lamb. Buries the long-range jumper. Lamb's got his third basket of the night right there.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Aldridge dishes to Dedmon, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Nuggets trail by 6. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lamb from outside off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
It's tipped.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Parker after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Aldridge down low. Vucevic on him, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Clark, he's checked in for the Spurs. 6 to shoot. Double team on Parker. Lets it go from 14. Here's Dedmon. Hammers it down right over the D.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Batum against Green. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
All free throws good from Kenneth Faried. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. They set the pick. And here's Green outside. Cannot hit. And Denver the other way now.
Well, he's gone without a field goal. And that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
And Batum kicks to Moutier. Parker with the steal. And it's blocked. Now here's Moutier. He's got 7. Faried a screen on Green. Pass to Faried. Shoots from the baseline. That's tipped. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Moutier. Knocked away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So it's San Antonio now. 6-point game. Parker with it. He's got 10. Aldridge a screen. The shot by Parker, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Parker's got 12.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And Batum kicks to Moutier. That is good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
That drops.
Hard. To get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Outside, Green. To the paint, deflects the pass, stolen by Faried. Batum attacking, Green with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Parker. Murray kicks to Batum. Faried with a clean look. Drops it in from 11 feet. Faried's got his second basket of the night.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Gasol kicks to Aldridge. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
San Antonio making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Runner in the lane. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Jokic.
just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
That's good.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
David Lee's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Murray. He's got 11. Batum with the three. That's good. Batum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Nice stroke from long range. If he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Nuggets, #1.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Picked by Lee. Mills passes to Lee. Left side Gasol. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Nuggets trail by 9. Now the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Harris. Wide open look. Count that one. Harris has got 9. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Simmons, guarded by Harris. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders. Stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Murray dishes to Beasley. Dismissed. Here's Simmons. Out to the right wing. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Tips it, but no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Harris outside. Vucevic against Gasol. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Spurs leading by 7. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Spurs shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. To the middle. Here's Lee. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead. Here's Murray, covered by Mills. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Spurs.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Mills. That's good. Mills has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Murray up on top, covered by Mills. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Murray, he with the block.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Simmons. No good on the triple.
First foul.
For Denver, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. That one is off.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Screen by Lee. Feeds it to Leonard. Launches a three and released it in time, but it...
Now in the court, your Mario Nuggets dancers.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Nuggets trail by 13. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point. The Spurs shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Dedmon kicks to Green. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Aldridge, the pass to Green.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Nuggets on D. Parker's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Moutier.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
A three from Leonard, and it's good, and the assist by Parker.
Kawhi Leonard.
And that's now 18 points for Kawhi Leonard. Denver's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. And here's Moutier. Kicks it to Lamb. Now Moutier. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Aldridge dishes to Leonard. But they recover it. Parker. No good. Some solid defense from Faried. Here's the break. And Batum kicks to Lamb. The feed to Moutier. Lock at 6. To the middle. Here's Lamb. That's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Vucevic checked in for the Nuggets. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And that one's good. 16 points for Tony Parker.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Spurs leading by 8. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Count the bucket. Leonard's got 11 in the second half.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. The 11-footer. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Passes it to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard with the steal. The finish. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. San Antonio leading by 11. Parker outside. He dishes it to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Dishes it to Moutier. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shoots from the right block, and he can't bank that one in. The Spurs have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Dedmon kicks to Leonard, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Pass to Dedmon. There's Green with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Vucevic, the pass to Moutier. Back to Vucevic. Great D that time from Green.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Now here's Moutier. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here's Moutier. He feeds it to Lamb. Unloads. That's short off the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Parker with it. Outside Leonard. From deep, Green. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Moutier kicks to Batum. Here's Lamb, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Money's checked in for Moutier. And San Antonio also making a switch. Korver's checked in. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Murray, covered by Parker. Murray dishes to Vucevic. And again, Denver no good.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Batum passes to Murray. There's the dish to Farid. To the middle. Here's Batum. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Bertans comes in for Marcus Aldridge. Clark, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now here's Mills. They set the pick. Outside Korver, uncovered. Korver missing again. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Vucevic. He sinks the 11-footer.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Spurs leading by 12. Here's Mills. Six to shoot. Pass to Bertans. Anderson a screen on Vucevic. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And he gets it to go. 20 points for Vucevic.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Nuggets trail by 10. And Lamb kicks to Farid. And Denver again with the bucket.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
A great job getting the ball inside right now. The coach really wants them to show some physical presence and toughness here in the second half. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Nuggets running out of time. Murray kicks to Vucevic. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
It's Anderson with the drive. And here's Mills for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And Batum kicks to Fareed. Stolen by Anderson. There's the pass to Bertens. Korver gets a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Spurs.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shots.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Leonard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Time to get the backup some burn anyway. This game's a wrap.
That's his 6th personal. Shooting for Denver. Donis Bertens.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Now Murray. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the...
Well, pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward. Kawhi Leonard, he had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Shaq, what'd you think?
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
There's no question about it. As far as small forwards go, Kawhi Leonard is right up there with the best of them. You know if you leave him open, he's going to knock it down every look he gets.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew,